Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about a toilet that keeps on leaking. And I'm here today to also tell you that it might be because of this one simple thing. So essentially what you're looking at right here is my basement bathroom toilet. Okay, now hopefully it's not gross. I did my best to clean it a couple days ago, so it looks as clean as pretty much it can be. So just bear with me and let me explain to you what happened at my old house on the main floor bathroom. So essentially, let me start off by explaining this, how the toilet actually connects to the ground. So essentially, underneath the ground, there's going to be a drain pipe that obviously lets out all of the toilet drainage, okay? And the toilet is seated on the floor, but it has a seal that is connected, that connects the toilet to the drain pipe. I'm trying to find the words for this. And it's a ring, okay? And generally speaking, it comes in two different formats. It can be a wax ring, or it can be like a rubbery kind of ring, okay? And that's what allows the toilet to seal to the drain pipe. Because if there's a gap between the drain pipe and the toilet bottom, you want that to be sealed so no water comes out the side. And just so you know, this toilet is caulked all along here, but it's open at the back. Whenever you're caulking a toilet, you should always leave an opening at the back for basically like a fault line, if you can imagine that. In case water leaks out, you want it to leak out so you know, you have a clue that it's leaking out instead of damaging the floor underneath. So essentially at our old house, I noticed that the toilet would leak, and I would replace the seal, and then it would leak again, you know, like a couple months later. And then I ended up getting a plumber or a plumbing company to replace the wax seal, and it ended up leaking again, and I couldn't figure it out. A couple people said the tiles weren't done 100% level, but even so, you know, it shouldn't have leaked that often. And then we found out, you know, we added some spacers because the flange of the toilet for the toilet drain wasn't seated properly, and it still leaked. The problem was one simple thing, and this can be the cause of your problem as well. There was a vent that was nearby the toilet, and in order to get that heat to that vent, there's obviously ductwork underneath the floor, and the ductwork underneath the floor ran fairly close to the side of the toilet. So essentially, the ductwork was providing heat to the floor register. That heated ductwork was heating up the whole floor area, and I believe, based on what I saw every time we removed the wax rings, that heat was melting the wax on the wax ring just a little bit, and that melted wax could not form a proper seal, and that is what caused the toilet to leak over and over again. And I'll tell you why I'm almost certain that that was the root cause. Simply because when we changed to another type of ring, which I believe it was rubber, it was the other option, okay? The leak never happened again. So the moment that we changed to like that rubber ring, instead of the wax ring, it didn't leak because you can't melt the rubber with the heat from a floor register or heat from ductwork from the furnace turning on, okay? Now this is, like I said, this is obviously my basement bathroom, okay? Just so you know, so there's no ductwork underneath here, but there is a drain. But I'm just using this as an example because I wanted to let you know about what the potential cause might be. If your toilet keeps leaking and you can't figure it out and you keep replacing the wax ring, whenever you replace that wax ring, take a look and see if it looks like any part of it on one side of it has been melted more than the other. If one side looks more squished than the other, that's a key factor. If there is ductwork underneath nearby the toilet and you have a furnace system, that's another key factor. If there's maybe a baseboard heater nearby, that's another key factor, okay? If the floor around the toilet is hot, that's another key factor. Look for these things, and if your toilet continues to leak, then look into these things, because that could most definitely be one of the reasons why. It was the reason in my old house, and I learned from it after having done the replacement of the wax ring. I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 times at least, I learned, and finally we fixed it. So yeah, I mean, and the plumber was the one who thought of this. Not the first plumber, the second plumber who I was dealing with was the one who said, you know, that might be the cause of it. Let's try a different type of ring. And it worked. So thank you to him. I don't remember his name. It's been so long. It's been like probably, you know, 9 or 10 years since this happened. Maybe 8 years since this happened. Since all of these, you know, leakages occurred. But essentially, you know, look into that. If your toilet keeps leaking, it might be the cause. Yeah, drop a comment below if you are a plumber, if you've ever experienced anything like this, or if your toilet kept on leaking and you figured out what the cause was, drop a comment below, because it's good if we can all come together and figure out what the root cause of these leaking toilets might be. This way we can help each other out. And that is truly it. If you like this video, tutorial / explanation / demonstration / story time, whatever you want to call it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.